welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy you are here. So this has been a viewer choice voted on in the community tab, and today's reading is what do they find attractive about you? So very excited. So if you ever want to vote or have a say on the content that I create for you, and there's always something up in the community tab. That's I found I can connect with all of you there, and it makes me so happy. So let's go ahead and look at pile 1. This is pile 1. This is for you right here. This is pile 2, pile 3, and this is pile 4. So I want you to think of your person. I want you to connect to their energy right now. Yeah, as much as you can, just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and then just think of imagine them in your mind. And now as you exhale and open your eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. Alright, let's do this. Hi, group 1. Alright, so this is the beautiful card you chose. So we have, what makes you attractive to them? And this was a viewer voted on, one is the highest voted on reading, and this is in the community tab. So if you ever want to get involved and want to basically decide the content of this channel, just go to the community tab, subscribe. Also, I wanted to say that if you want to be entered into the January personal reading giveaway, also go to the community tab, and there you can click on the post that says the January giveaway and write enter in the comments. Alright, so look at this. This is a beautiful energy. I love this. So this is why they find you attractive. This is a major thing, and did you notice this? Twin flames. Yeah, I love it because they see you as a soul partner. I mean, how amazing is that? They see you as somebody who mirrors them, but it's also more than that. It's sort of like there's energy about you that's sort of like fierce. That also very confident. I see this also as the high priestess here. Sort of you have this energy of you have an inner knowing and an outer knowing. I feel like you are very knowledgeable. I want to say wise too, and I feel like this person thinks of you as very wise. There's a sense here of with the leopard, maybe for some of you are witches, but others of you, I just feel like, as you can see, there's also the tiger. So there's this feline energy to you, some very strong strength here is what I'm feeling. I feel like you have a presence. You walk into the room and people turn. That's the kind of presence that you have. This person certainly turns. They love this. They're almost a great sense of awe coming through. I do feel like they also think of you as almost like a teacher as well, somebody who has knowledge. They really value your perspective on things, and also the knowledge that you have. I feel like maybe some of you study different cultures or have studied different, there's a lot of knowledge here. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like there's almost you're just filled with this knowledge that you share, and also a lot of intuition and insights that come through here as well. I love this twin flames though. It just feels like, look, they're just attracted. They know this. Maybe it's whether they know it intuitively or they know it for realsies. This twin flame connection is there for them. So they feel like they can count on you, especially in times when they're in need. They can count on you, and they mainly they feel your strength where they most need it. That's something that I feel like you probably feel them as well. And I feel like it's a give and take of this energy here. But the way they look at this is sort of they hold you up on a pedestal, in a sense of like I said, they really value you and your insights and your knowledge. They really, like your mind, they find it so attractive. And that's the thing, like yes, they're attracted to you and they find, but there's just something about your mind that really attracts them. Let's see what other things are like, why they find you attractive. The Nine of Cups, the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, yep, that makes a lot of sense. Death and Rebirth, the Three of Wands, and we also have the Eight of Pentacles, so I'm hoping everything fits. Yeah, okay. So the Ace of Swords is this sense of clarity. There is this sense, like I said, there's like a mind, your mind just attracts them. So they think you're very smart. Yeah, it could be book smart, but you're also just, like I said, intuitively smart. You know things, you understand things, you grasp things. So very nice. There's also a sense of like, they love the joy that you have. There's a sense here that they think of you as a wish come true, but there's also like a sense that you truly know how to enjoy life. That Nine of Cups really reminds me, sort of like you're opening up and enjoying this. The Seven, sorry, it's actually not the Seven, but the Chariot. There is a number here with 7, because 7 does seem like it's an important number for you. It's 47, 16, which is equal 7. And then we have the Chariot, which the 7 was calling in here. So 7 is an important number for you, maybe divinely guided path. You progress forward. Again, there's the sense though of like, it's sort of like you take charge in many ways, and when you find this clarity, you move forward with it. There's almost a sense of, this is reminding me a little bit of the Knight of Swords energy. You kind of just are propelled forward. You actually do work here with the light and the dark, in the sense of like, that doesn't stop you. You accept all of you. And that's also part of this twin flame. You accept the dark and the light, and it comes through here. And it doesn't stop you, and you move forward here. Yeah, but it's like I said, totally like they love your mind. They really do. There's also this death and rebirth. So for some of you, maybe you can communicate, maybe you're a medium, but there's also a sense here that you know more than, like, I really do keep hearing like wisdom, knowledge. So you know a lot about, I feel like, not just like that, but rather the rebirth. Like there's a sense of like, you've probably transformed several times, or you have a lot of phoenix rising in you, and so there's a sense of like, you know what it's like to have something end and then still start again. There's a sense here though with that, it's that card right here, it's almost like the star. There's a sense of hope coming through here. You do have this Three of Wands, so you have this way of like thinking about the future, right? But then not only do you think about it, but you actually take action on it as well. But you do, there's a sense here, really like very strong High Priestess energy here. I can't like lie here. It's sort of like you go about things in many different ways, but mostly like you first, like you're listening to your intuition, you use your mind like to understand certain things, and then you actually, it moves you forward. There's like almost no hesitancy, because you've thought it through, and you felt it through as well, like you intuitively feel it through, and then they really admire that. My guess, I feel like there's a sense here about them that they're a bit hesitant about things. There's sometimes they worry and they don't actually take the action. Sometimes they don't think through, so they might be a little bit more impulsive. Although I feel like they also like think things through as well, but there's a sense, there's a sense of hesitancy here, where you are more confident. They feel like they are not as confident. It's interesting here. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. They love that you have a work ethic and that you work hard. For some of you, you know a lot about astrology, maybe moon. There's some of you, like I said, witch like qualities here. But there's a sense like, they love, this is almost like a picture I get in their head. It's sort of like you working on some project that you really are interested in, or that you love, or maybe this is you learning or something, but you put your all into it. It's almost like you achieve states of flow, and they're like, they admire that so much. I really like, this is the picture I keep seeing, like this is actually like a picture in their head of you working and them looking at it and all like, wow, this is amazing. And let's see what we have. We have shadow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And we also have the in between. Yeah, and so this is actually for me a lot to do with, like I said, you actually are able to navigate this shadow and light quite well. And the in between, which is okay, right? The between the light and the shadow here coming through, you are able to navigate that quite nicely. And again, sort of like you have this sense of hope moving you forward. And there's a sense of action. It's sort of like you don't hesitate in many ways, or it doesn't appear to this person as you hesitate. You have this sense of confidence to you. Hermit, which introspection meditation with John. Here I'm going to go with this like introspection and meditation. I feel like maybe that there is a sense of hermit, but I just feel there's a sense here of you going within yourself, and like if you have to make a decision, you go in yourself and make that. You also maybe make a list of things, because it's like you use your mind and your intuition. There's a sense of flow there with that, and I really think that they admire that a lot about you. There's also a sense where maybe you're not, how do I say it? Because there is a sense of joy here, but there's also like a sense of reservation. You're not flashy, but you attract so much attention. It's sort of like, woof, you're not, yeah, there's a sense of not being flashy. You're just like, I'm almost going to say demure, but you attract so much attention just by you being you. And it's fascinating to me as well. I don't feel like you are a person who picks their friends wisely. It doesn't really allow others, and maybe that's the hermit mode here too, like the hermit energy. It's sort of like you pick your friends wisely, and you don't just let anybody in. But that doesn't mean that you're like rude or anything. It's sort of more like you're reserved. There's a sense of reservation here, but only because you want the highest quality in friends and in people and in relationships as well. And something of you hold yourself to a very high standard as well. Oh my goodness, this person just like, I just feel it. They just want to talk about how awesome you are. Like how, because it's a fascination here. It is. It's sort of like, wow, like such a strong sense of character here as well. I can feel it. Very, very beautiful. I like that a lot. Okay, you also have loyalty. Okay, so there's a sense of loyalty. And it's funny because, yes, I do, like I said, you don't like, you're not one of those, you're more like you pick wisely. And so then the people who you pick wisely are, you feel loyal to them. But I also feel like this is actually their energy. This is like, they feel like they're loyal to you. Because it's not that you demand it. It's sort of like, because there is this caringness, there's a gentleness undercurrent, but there's a toughness in that exterior, which is quite lovely. And even though, like I said, people are just attracted to you because of this. But those who actually can like are true, because I feel like you can tell when somebody's legitimately like really interested in you and actually is like compatible with you in some way. You let them in for good here as well. But I do like that there's this 9 of cups there, because I feel like you do really enjoy life. You know how to enjoy it, but it's sort of like you have 2 layers to you. There's the high priestess right up there. That's sort of like the outside. I mean, and the inside too, but there's like, I almost feel like there's a little childlike quality in like hidden that only few people can actually see. They would like this a lot. Let's see what other stuff is here. Mutable. So adaptable, versatile, changeable, intelligent, silver lining. Yeah, there is a silver lining, because I keep seeing the star. There's a sense of hope that you can see, that you see this all throughout. And I do think that you are quite adaptable with this in-between card as well. Let's see what other things. Bold, brave, powerful, direct, independent, innocent. Yeah, see, this is what it is. You are bold. You're like, and bold in your, I want to say confidence in your, how you walk in. Like I said, you don't have to be flashy or anything like that. You just, people are just attracted to you. So you have this, I do think you're quite brave and powerful, and you're direct. I do feel like there is a sense of independence. But here is what it is. There's an innocence to you that really attracts them to you as well. Yes, assertive and fearless, and can be a bit forceful, but no, there's the innocence that only few people know about. And so they're quite attracted to you because of all of this. They're really, 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 I'm like, wow, they're really like, you have no idea, like this energy is over, like, they want to gush over you. That's how, like, they're like, oh my goodness, they're so cool, and all this, like, there's a lot of sense of joy and happiness coming through. I really love this. That's the exciting thing. Let's see, I did want to do something here in terms of, like, I wanted to, the Moonology. I'm actually going to do this. So what other qualities? I want to, like, really round it up. So what other qualities, like, why does the collective of group one's person find them so attractive? And they really do. Look at this, full moon in Scorpio. So you breathe through the tension. You are able to overcome things. So whatever tension you have, whatever anxiety you have, you're able to overcome it. Like, there is a lot of strength. You are, like, very powerful. Like, I can see that that's true. And they very, very much feel it for you. I'm like, yep. All right, there's this one. Okay, let's see. What defines the collective of group? One, balance spirituality and practicality. Yes. I almost want to say, like, you have a little bit of Virgo balance with that Pisces there. I like it. I do really like this. You have no idea. All right, and let's see. If they were to like, I want to see. This one thing was to represent. What message would they give you in terms of why they love you? And this is the We Love and Tarot's. Tarot of my heart. Okay, so one thing, why they find the collective of the group so attractive. Like, if they could phrase it, what would it be? Okay, so you ignite me. There's so much I want to do with you. So there's an Ace of Wands. So very nice. And then there's two aces here. Right? So hold out your hand. I have something for you. Ace of Pentacles. There's a sense of wanting to give you something. Like, I feel like they want to offer you, and they want to have some sort of beginning here along with it too. Oh, and this is an interesting one here. We have the Death card. So I broke free from old patterns. I'm not who I used to be. And that's an important message for you. They want you to know that. Because I feel like they really do associate you with this transformation. Yeah, I feel like you do have this ability to teach them new things and new perspective. And you make them grow in that way as well. So I do like that too. So I think one last card, and then we're going to call it here. Okay, why did they find collective of group? So attractive. Okay, and then we've learned from our destructive past and made us stronger. And so the destructive, I feel like you are definitely one, like, I really do feel like you have this energy that you're able to move past things, and I have, like, a lot of strength here. But for some of you, maybe this was a bit of a breakup. But whatever it is, they learn the lessons. They're still, like, I can tell that there's love and awe in here. Like, they're still there. And I really appreciate this person because, they really gush over you. Like, they really do. I'm like, wow. Before we end, I'm bringing back the charms. So let's see what charms. Why is the collective of group one's person? Why are they so attracted to the group one's person? So attracted to the collective of group one? Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, that's interesting. All right. So we have like the DV. I'm just gonna give you this. There's E. There's double D. So there's two D's. There's an E here. There's a J. And a J, double J. So I feel like there's a lot of repeating for you, and it does make sense with this twin flame. 4 is important, and that could be I'm gonna say again, sort of like there's actually like almost a reflection here of this. 4 could also be taking action. Ooh, look at this, it's strong. You have the strength. I really do feel like you have this inner strength here. It's like almost like you conquered things. You actually conquered a lot of things. Maybe you conquered all your fears. And like the teapot was reflected here twice. There's a lot of truth in it. So maybe for some of you, you like to drink tea. Maybe you make really delicious tea. I don't know. But it's sort of like a sense of, or also for some of you, I feel like there's a sense of them having this, like, even if they have a hectic day, there's a sense of you coming and like, it's like you calm them down in some way. There's a calmness here. I really do feel like even if like they're cranky or anything, they really do like your power. They love that, how powerful and amazing you are because of that. You don't like, you're not a pushover, and they appreciate that. You do have this sense of innocence that you hide pretty well, but they do love it. They even love when you're mad. Like they even love when you're cranky even then. There's a sense of you grow, regardless of where it is, regardless of what it is, like circumstances, you are able to thrive and grow wherever you go. That's beautiful. There's a sense of ring the door. I feel like this is actually what I'm like seeing on like a game show where you ring because you know the answer. You know a lot of answers. You like, I feel like you have maybe a competitive edge to you, and they like that too, but there's a sense of like, you know the answers, you know, and like I said, you just walk in and people are drawn to you. There's just like a sense, and you don't have to be flashy or anything, and in fact I don't think you are. There's a sense of just like inner confidence and movement. There's an elegance to you that they find very attractive too. And so this rainbow actually to me totally represents that. Like that, it's sort of like the star for me. It's sort of like you see the silver lining, you see the positive. Even like after the rain, after a tower moment, you actually look and you find this you find the silver lining. You just do. There was also a P here. I just wanted to say that. And then there's a turtle here. Oh my goodness, I love the turtle. Okay, so turtle to me. Sometimes you like, normally you would run and hide and stuff. I actually feel like this turtle represents like you don't hide in your shell. Like you do maybe, but not everybody sees that. But most of it, even though you just keep going and you just, I feel like you are able to defend and protect yourself. But not only do you do that, but you protect and defend the others as well. There's this just like, go on, how amazing you are. And how amazing like there's so much attraction here, but there's just love. There really is. And if there was a breakup, there's still like so much love here as well. Like I said, it was like somehow, even if there was a breakup here, and it was like with the death and the tower, there's a lot of beginnings that you brought to them. And I feel like, so much love. It's like, I can't even, like, I'm like, oh my goodness, so much love, 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 love. So I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing for many reasons. And for many reasons, one of them is the monthly personal reading giveaways for subscribers. Also, so that you are able to go and in the community tab vote for the content that you want to, like, have me create. So I don't know, those I try to have those perks, and it's just like, I'm just happy you're here. Anyways, I feel honored I was able to read the card for you. Oh my goodness, if I could, like, I would bottle up this feeling and just give it to you so you could understand. It really does. It makes me feel like gushy. It's just like, oh my goodness, you're so cool. Like that's kind of how I feel. So thank you so much for letting me feel that way. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 2. I'm so happy you are here. So we find out why they find you so attractive. What is it about you that they find so attractive? And so if you didn't hear my spiel in the beginning, this has actually been voted on. This is one of the highest voted choices for this week. If you want to, like, you know, have your hand at like what content I create, consider subscribing and voting. It really does help me actually. So I want to create content that you love, and so that really helps me. And also, if you haven't done so, please do go check out the community tab and go look at the January like giveaway post and go enter and like a free personal reading. How amazing is that? So you can be entered in the giveaway. Okay, enough of the spiel. Let's see what they find you so attractive. We have these two overall here, and this is the Priestess Light Oracle. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, personal power. Oh, love this. And then precognition, psychic ability, future vision. Whew. You could already tell that this person. Oh boy. Like I do feel like yes, maybe like some of you definitely are like psychic, but there's also a sense of majestic. Like you're a little majestic here. This actually was just interesting. Group 1 was reminding me of the High Priestess. This is reminding me so much of the Empress energy. They really do think of you very attractive. Like they understand. I do feel like that they can see you're a planner maybe, but they do see that you have psychic abilities. You do that. But it's almost like there's more to it than that. Like I really do feel like there's an Empress energy to you. I like this one. Okay, let's look at this one too. I feel like there's a sense, I really want to, like a part of me keeps seeing like somebody blowing kisses at somebody. There's a sense of a very feminine energy too. And they really like that about you. But it's like, and that's the thing though, that doesn't mean that there's no strength. You're actually quite strong in that feminine energy. Ooh, I like this. So this is interesting to me because this is brilliant, luminous life force, personal power. Yeah, you have a lot of personal power here. And this is kind of fascinating to me because this is actually like, I'm thinking like a page. And so there's this, and I'm really feeling the Page of Cups. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to allow that. But it's basically, there's a sense, oh, I also think you're very good with animals and children. Yeah, there's this sense of nurturing to you. But there's such strength in this. Like you are protective of others. Your heart, maybe your heart was injured. Like I feel like you've been through things, but you feel like there's still a sense of kindness. There's a gentleness to you. Oh, I really like this. Yeah, I feel like you are really good with children and animals. Because you've been hurt, and you've actually you managed a sense of compassion that taught you this gentleness to you. Very beautiful, but and also like I have to say, very attractive, very because there's a sexiness here. As well, like you're very much a yin energy, but there's a lot of like strength in that. Very beautiful. You might be a light worker with this light thing, and it makes a lot of sense because I could definitely see you as a light worker. Yes, 100%. Thank you. Because you do have this, but there's this gentleness. You want to help. You want you almost want to encourage others here. Let's see what we have here. Why do they find you attractive? Yeah. Okay. And so what I'm seeing here, well, this is really, I would say, the center of you here. This is the light force that is here, the brilliant beliefs. This is like, oof. And then you just give the world. I really think that you're one of those, you're such a light worker, it's not even funny. You just send light, you just send this happiness and joy. But there is here, and here it is what I'm like, there's a sense here of the Two of Pentacles and Two of Swords. So being able to see the duality of situations, seeing the two sides of things. But it also, to me, what I'm seeing here is that I just keep seeing that you haven't had it easy. It's not something that you've had it easy. yeah, it just doesn't feel like you've had it easy at all. Like maybe some of you worry about things, you worry about decisions that you've made, you worried about like maybe finances. There's like, I feel like there's a lot of things that they feel like could have kept you down. That's what I'm seeing here. Like you could have been, this is what I, basically it's like, you could have been bitter. You could have been petty. You could have been like, all these things. You could have also been like a miser. You could have like been many things, right? From what I'm saying, like of your past experience, you could have been also more like harsh, and yet there's this. They're like, this is what you are. You're the light of the world, like with this. It's not. And the thing is that they see that you've worked, like you worked through things. It's not like, you just were like, oh wow, no. It was, I feel like there was a struggle in your life here, and they acknowledge the struggle. There's a sense of, even here, you're still trying to find this balance within yourself. You're still trying to understand. You're still like, there's still a struggle here, right? There, like, I mean, you struggle in your life, but there's still a struggle here. They love how like human you are, and at the same time how you're not, like how you're even more. I almost feel like this is the energy that they have here. This is their energy, which is interesting because group one didn't have the other person's energy, but this is letting us know there's the King of Swords here, and I feel like that's how they see themselves. I almost feel like they see themselves as a recluse, like somebody who's like been through it, and so they acknowledge how amazing that is that you've been through something, because they were a little bit cynical. I really want to say a little bit cynical, a little bit put off, not trusting others. There's a sense of like, yes, it's like very lone wolfy, like, but very sexy. I have to say, like, the energy. But like there is this sense of that. But again, they also are connected. You see, like there are many animals are here. They're connected by this. They do attract animals here, and they do love that you attract it, because I feel like they also they share, I feel like a sense of wanting to defend the defenseless, like wanting to take care of things, like whether they acknowledge it or not. They do feel a kindred spirit in you. Oh, they're kindred soul, yes. Like there is a sense of like, oh, and they're so attracted to you. They keep looking at you, keep looking at everything about you. They also like how you, like this Four of Pentacles, you're resourceful. I am going to say that. That's like, you're very much a resourceful person, and you worry about whether your decisions are right. You don't take things lightly. And you I feel like you take your time. I almost feel like there's a sense here though too of like, there's a little bit of self-doubt in you, which they actually find quite endearing and attractive too. Because even though there's self-doubt, there's also like, you do have this recognition, and I feel like you haven't quite gotten to this. So they see the Empress in you, but you're not quite there yet. They also see like a page in you a little bit. Like I really do think like a Page of Cups for me is for you. There's this gentleness too. Because like you've struggled, which is really fascinating. I'm sorry, but this is like, whoa. I really like this. I really, really, really like this, because there's a sense of like you're kind of down to earth, and they like that about you as well. You really attract this person, and they really do feel like you're kindred souls in some way and another. But and here's what I want to say too, because I feel like they want you to know this. It's like they feel like you have a lot of self-doubt. You're not really sure. You're not confident in some aspects, and they really want you to see that you are this. You are the world. Like you have this light that you shine. There's like, instead of like, they don't want you to feel that sad. They don't want you to feel like you have to doubt yourself. It's like they want you to trust in you, because they see this. This is who you are. This is the world, but it's also the Empress that you are also there. And I feel like some of them just keep at a distance. They don't actually like they might not even express all these things. They just, because they can't. Again, very much lone wolf energy here. But they really like, they appreciate you. It's sort of what I want to say. They appreciate everything about you, especially like your struggles, especially your insecurities, especially all these doubts that you have, and your resourcefulness. And I feel like you feel inadequate, and they think, no, you're marvelous, and that's very attractive. I like those. Look at that, yeah, secret love right there. I feel like this person doesn't express this though, but there is love. You also have this ability to unlock people's hearts, and you do that because there's a sense of humility to you that they find attractive. There's a sense of you're not showing off in some way. You're just like, I've been through it. I know what it's like, and so there's kindness to you. There's compassion and empathy there. There's also so you give people a sense of peace here. Yeah, like they don't feel like they have to be on guard with you. That's quite lovely. And again, I feel like animals are really attracted to you. There's a sense of coming through here. They also have skeptical wish, question, hesitation, doubt. Yeah, you have a lot of self-doubt. You have, like you doubt a lot of things. You're a bit skeptical, but this person knows that that's like, all of that is not true. This is who you are, the world. And I think that's why they wanted you to come here. Especially this particular person is really wanting you to see, like they've looked at you, they've seen you, they understand you. And you know this person is sort of like, because it doesn't feel like they're very much like the swords, not really feeling and stuff. They're more thought process. But they've been watching, and they see this, and they admire you a lot. Oh, they appreciate you quite a lot. I really like this energy. And they want you to like not have to hesitate, not really like it feels like this is your energy, and sort of like your face is down, and they want you to look up and be smiling and being happy because this is who they see you as. So I feel like they also have a lot of like abilities, psychic abilities, energetic. We have reflection. You see the gaze is always looking down. Like this is what I see. Like your gaze is always down. Not sure, not confident. Gaze is down, but and they admire that, and they like that, and they say that's a reflection. Yes, you don't take things like, you take things seriously. You don't just, you're not impulsive in that regard, because you've known, you want to make sure there's a balance, there's the best things can be done for everybody. I really do feel like very much light worker. It's like light worker. They want you to look up, though. They really do. Let go. Look at you. All right, let's see what other. I have Scorpio. Passionate, driven, perceptive, emotional, sacrificing. Sacrificing, yeah, that's what it is. Determined and secretive. But I feel like what the word that really calls out is sacrificing. You have this sacrificing energy to you. Very emotional, very passionate, but you don't let people see this aspect of yourself. This person sees you, though, sees through it. Oof, very beautiful. I'm like, oh my goodness. All right, let's see what other things. Why are they attracted? Why are they attracted to a collective group? Humble. And it says be humble, but you are humble. That's the thing. They really like your humility. See what other stuff is. I'm like, I really do feel like there's a sense of them seeing you as humble. I don't know whether you agree with any of this, but this is how they see you. So you're like, I don't know. I feel like there's, again, Scorpio kind of comes through here. Work through your fears. And so there are a lot of fears. You do have a lot of fears. I do feel like there's a lot of doubts for you. But then there's also a sense of you do work through them, and you are working through them. So for some of you, maybe you are Scorpio signs. Let's see. Now I want to see what... Well, let's see. I'm going to be using the Tarot of My Heart by Beloved Tarot of 11 Crystals. Like, why do they find this group person so attractive? The Hangman. We both need time to think about what we want. So there's the Hangman energy here. Again, it's sort of like you don't act right away. You think things through. I feel like that's something that they really admire. It's like, nope, not impulsive. We have the Ace of Wands. It took me a while to understand, but now I get you. So that might be a message here. They they may not have understood you. But the clarity did come through here. And I really feel like it's because they've been watching you. I feel like they've been watching you. Whether you're like, I don't know, this person just feels like they're watching you. Which is not in a creepy way, but just like trying to understand the motivation behind things. And they really like it. We have that. I'm so in tune with you. The Queen of Cups. So you have this energy, like this loveliness, this gentleness, this like emotional. Yeah, you just do feel like you're very emotional. But for me, it was more of like a Page of Cups, which is interesting. Okay. But look at this. Even all that with this, it's sort of like you have this yin energy too, but there's such strength in it. Your love teaches me patience, compassion, and courage. And this is really, I think, this is it. Your love teaches me patience, compassion, and courage. This is the big message there for you. Wow, so we're bringing in our charms. So we're going to see what is the collective of group whose person find them so attractive. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Oh. Creator, so you're very creative. Look at that, the sun. Yeah, you have this, like, maybe you have a sunny disposition. Even though, yeah, like, I feel like you've had it rough in life, you still have a sunny disposition. You do have that. Puzzle. You like to solve puzzles. Maybe you like, yeah, I feel like you like to find solutions to problems. I really do think so, because I feel like that's part of your light work here. You do have, I think the devil here, energy here is, well, there's two, could be a mask, but it feels like to me this devil energy is all about you're a lot of self-doubt, a lot of possibly a lot of negative self-talk also. And they want to say that. And you also have the ability, I feel like, to fix things. I'm like, you're a fixer of some kind. You like to, light work again, fixing things. You like to do that. Communications and messages. Maybe there might be a message coming from this person for some of you. And again, the star. It's sort of like you, and in this case, it's sort of like here. Even the star is not perfect, but still like shines this light. This is you as such a light worker. It's not even funny. You shine your light, even though, and even in like in your imperfections, right? Like there's lessons, there's love. I don't know. It feels like you like there's something about you that you don't acknowledge of how awesome you are, and this person really wants you to acknowledge how awesome you are because they really think you are awesome. There's lessons, and yes, there's a humbleness which they are attracted to, but they also want you to see like, wow, like. To cut yourself a little slack is what I'm seeing here. Very, very, like there's such a tender loving here. I feel, and it's surprising to me because it really comes from this King of Swords, who again is sort of just looking at you from afar a little bit, feels like that. Somebody who appreciates you from afar, which is fascinating to me. But they can see the Empress that I feel like you've underlying there, you can feel it too, right? But you just sort of like, nope, don't look at the imperfections, my friends. Look at the whole, because I feel like you also do. You do this for others. You don't see their like their imperfections or their weakness, or maybe you do, but you acknowledge the beauty that is. And I feel like you may not be doing that for yourself. So I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and please do consider subscribing. And like I said, if you want to be entered into the personal reading giveaway for subscribers, go to the community tab, click on the January personal reading giveaway, or whichever month, whenever you watch, perfect. This is a timeless reading. Go check there and then just go to the comments in that particular post and write enter, and then you'll be entered for the giveaway. And maybe, like, it'd be fun. Also, if you want to vote for the content, those are posted there as well. So thank you so much for being here. I feel super honored that I was able to read your cards. You're awesome, by the way. I agree with this person right there. So I have a little bit, like, I want to say chin up, my friend, chin up. Especially, yeah, because you keep looking down. You look down. I want you to chin up, my friend. Chin up. You got this. Okay. Sending you a big hug, and until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Group 3. I am so happy you are here. Okay, so this reading, what makes you so attractive to them, was actually highly voted on by the subscribers. So if you want to help create the content, basically choose the content, go check out the community tab. And while you're there, why don't you go to the post that I did for the personal reading giveaway for subscribers? Go enter. It'll be fun. Okay, let's go look at that. So this is why they find you so attractive. This has been a very fun reading. I really like it. Okay, so guide, illuminate the path, sacred breath inside, life forms, and communication. Okay. Whew. 10 is an important number for you, my friends. 21 is too, but 10 is I'm like really attracted to that 10. Dolphin. Oh, I'm gonna say what this is. Like the dolphin energy, there's a sense of joy, happiness. Oh, so you have a lot of like you're playful. You're very playful. They like that a lot. Sacred life force. Maybe you're good at communication. You're blessed with communication. I tell you, that is a blessing. I am not very like communications. I'm like I struggle a little bit with that. But there's a fun science loving side here for you. But I have to say, and look, there's a sense of the mouth being something here. Hands are also important. Maybe you're a healer as well, and they can see that. But the wolf here is also like, so you're some sort of a teacher. Yeah, illuminate the path. There's some sort of a teacher. So for some of you, I feel like you are also a lone wolf. But there's a sense of like you do teach others. And you might do it like where they don't even see it or expect it. This is fascinating because there's two different energies here, and one is very playful, very fun-loving, very very playful. And then there's the other one that's very kind of like serious. And there's seriousness. With this teaching here, so I like this that there's two energies, and they like those two energies about you, and they see that you have those two energies. So that's important. Let's see what other stuff we have. We have, again, hand. You're healing. You're a natural healer, aren't you? You're probably, maybe you Reiki, or you're just naturally, you heal. Like it's light coming from your hand in all of these instances. You're a natural healer. Oof. Have the Devil card. Okay. The Pentacles, the Sun, and the Sun, and the Six of Pentacles. Again, hands are very important. Look at this. This is again the hands here. A giver. Your sense of giving. There's a sense of fairness for you. You believe in the fairness, the give and take. You're so like you see. There's a lot of Earth's energy here, which is the Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles. You do give. You have a sense of patience. You have a sense of planting, taking, nourishing, caring. Three of Pentacles, working with others in community, which is very good at collaborating. The Sun, there's a sense of joy, happiness. That's the Dolphin energy. The Sun energy really is. I like the Devil energy here is fascinating to me because I feel like there's a sense of attraction to you, like a lot of attraction. It almost feels like this energy controls them a little bit. I'm going to clarify that, Devil, because I also like it's a positive thing, and so why do they find it so attractive? I mean, I just think they probably find you just beautiful. They really do. Devil card, I mean, like, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be, say that. Okay, so what is this Devil card doing here? Almost feels like, I'm sorry, I'm going to shuffle, but I'm glad I was doing that. It almost feels like you've overcome some sort of addictions. That's what I'm going to say here. You have a lot of patience and everything. You've overcome some sort of like, or maybe like if it's not addiction, some sort of like negative self-talk, maybe negative, where you felt like there was no control here, but they really are very much attracted to you. I feel like there's like lots of like sexual chemistry here. I do want to see why is this Devil here? Why, like in this, why they find this up? Why is this Devil here? What's this Devil here? Yeah, so it's the Four of Wands. So I'm gonna say something which I think is, so you tempt them with this, with some sort of stability. You tempt them some way. So either they don't believe in like like the whole marriage thing, or because to me it's like, this is all marriage, or they're already with somebody, and so the temptation is quite strong here. For some of you, you might actually work with this person. Yeah, but it's sort of like they really like how fair you are. They like how you are able to collaborate and include everybody. It's very important. They also like how you are very nurturing with things. I almost feel like you put your energy into things that other people might like. Like, I almost feel like people would have given up on somebody, or like maybe they would have given up on this person. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They would have given up on this person, or given up on like, they feel like you just have the patience. You don't see lost causes. You just see that somebody or a situation needs more time. But overall, like the sun energy, it's just like shining love, like light, and there is a sense again of playfulness coming through here. Oh, this person, I'm like, this is really attracting me. Okay, so forewarning, you have this. Caution. Okay, I'm gonna, and secrets, I see. Sorry, I'm gonna like, I want to put them all out. Yes, sorry. We have definition, blooms, yes. We have perfect and Gemini. Okay. Okay, so I feel like you are able to hold secrets. Yeah, I do feel like you are able to hold secrets. You are able to, I feel like with this guide, you have this ability to have forewarnings. You might be helping others. I do feel like you may be able to help others. Like, there's a sense of caution, everything here. But what I'm seeing here is sort of like, you can tell. Again, the illuminated path, you guide them. Like, you can see, and this is like playfulness. This is serious aspect here. You can foresee things. You can foresee like things, and you try to light people's path as best as you can. So if you see this, you're like, you might give them forewarning about things. Very like, wow, I actually think you're, well, I'm like noticing everybody like has like a lot of intuition in this, very psychically aware. You try to prevent like bad things from happening for others. I think that's something else. And and again, it's sort of like you don't see a lost cause. There's a sense of, again, with this light, you illuminate the light. When people can't see something, you actually guide them. So I feel like there is a sense of, and if you do this psychically, that's fine. Like you can, maybe you're a reader too, or you are like a psychic in some way, or like a healer of some kind, but you kind of almost feel like you do light the path when people are in this confusion. So I'm also going to say, like, maybe you are like a therapist of some kind, because I feel like when people are their most confused, you light their path. And this is the sense here. You do have like secrets, maybe you're good at keeping secrets, not only for yourself, but others. You keep there. But I also feel, okay, in this, yeah, there's again guidance here. And there's a sense of secrets here. I feel like there's a lot of like, like, I want to say you're an old soul, like you've been here before, like you have a lot of, you might even be able to connect to Akashic records and stuff like that. Because I feel like but you guide from a sort of like a distance. You're like the lone wolf, there's there, but there's also like teacher. You're a teacher here. I want to think here, you have the divination witch, guidance, intuition, clarity. Yeah, you provide clarity for others. I'm not sure how you do it though. The sense again of forewarning, but you maybe some like I like it's very. This is very much like I feel like the secrets that you have. It's sort of secret knowledge. This is actually very interesting to me, or see, because this is how they see you. But I also feel like this is also true. Like this reminds me of a crystal ball. I'm like, I kind of see you doing that. And I feel like the caution, you see when somebody's having like, you give them clarity again, clarity, you illuminate their path. And this is the weird thing, because I think you do it like, yeah, you could like give advice and everything, but there's a sense also for me that you also do it energetically, because again, the healing hands very important. Hands are important for you. So perfect, they think you are perfect. Wow, I mean, like that's amazing. Perfection. This is how they like. Oh, they also, maybe you dress really well. They like the way you dress. Could be, very much so. We also have Gemini, so inquisitive, intelligent, adaptable, agile, informative, connected, and pleasing. I feel like you're connected. Now your energy, I'm glad this person is the one who's relaying the information here, because I think you would your energy is probably very, very strong. And so I'm like, I think you would probably overpower me. And not in a bad way. I'm just like, because this is like, woof. But there's a playfulness here. Like that. But that's interesting, because there's this playfulness that they see, right? And there's the sacred sound, life force, and communication. Well, they're very, maybe you're communicating to others, especially like when you see like things like the forewarning, the caution, the secrets. Like you are good at all this stuff. And the sun is there. There's joy and happiness. But which is interesting, but with that energy I'm sensing, I guess, from you and from, there's like I won't say a darkness to you, but there's a heaviness. Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't think I would be able to handle your energy. not in a bad way at all. It just, like, your level is quite high. I would say, like, if we were to have levels, yeah. Like, I can see that. Interesting. All right, let's see what other things. Why do they find you so attractive? Why does the collective of the threes person find them so attractive? Look at that. Speak your world into your being. So again, voice. Maybe your voice is very beautiful. Like your voice is something that they are so they love. There's a sense also of trust the universe. There's a sense of Aquarius and Gemini. Gemini plays, again, Gemini, and for some of you it might be Gemini. But the trusting the universe is, again, it's sort of like this dance to the sun, this dance of joy coming through here. Okay, fascinating. I have to say, this is like an interesting thing here. Let's see, why do they find you? And it's sort of like, the attraction is there. Like, I feel that this person's attraction to you, and they feel like there's like, but they want to know more, because you okay, that's what it is. I feel like, though they know you some way, they feel like they don't truly, for real, know you. Like, you keep something to yourself. This is true. I can feel it as well. It's sort of like, yeah, sort of almost like you're a vault in some way. Maybe because you are cautious. Because this person wants to know more. They really, it's attraction. But you keep them at a distance too. So what I'm seeing here is sort of like, even if they're attracted to you, in a sense, you still keep them at a distance. It's very fascinating to me. Okay. I'm like, I'm such a curious person, but surrender to the divine. Okay, so it's a sense of trusting the divine. You do, like, you trust the universe. There's a sense of coming through here. There's sort of, I like, and there's a new moon, so full moon and new moon. And those are the energies I would say kind of reflect you a little bit. The new moon, or it could be like the void moon to me as well. It's sort of like, your energy is interesting because it's both fun, easy, that the sun energy, but there's also like a darkness there. I don't understand. And this person wants to know it more too. But you don't let them in. Interesting. The sun and maybe the... Interesting. I'm sorry, I'm like, oh, this is an interesting thing. Let's see. Why do they find the collective of those three so attractive? Two of Pentacles. I need to feel like I'm your first priority. Yeah, you keep them. I don't feel like they are. I feel like, wonder what it is. Yeah, this is actually like, I restrain my feelings for you, but please know I do care. This is actually what I feel. You restrain your feelings for them, but you do care. I wonder why that is. Death. I broke free from old patterns and I'm not who I used to be. I feel like that's you too, because again, you hold something. I'm not gonna try because I can see that you have the energy up, but it's sort of like you hold something so tightly. I don't know. Something. That devil card is interesting to me. Anyways, sorry, we're not here to find out. Like, we're finding why they find you attractive. So, can we call a truce and come to an agreement? There's a sense here that you, again, like you, I feel like the energy is like they're intrigued by you. That's the word I would say. They're intrigued by you. And they want to know more about you. They find you very intriguing, and they find that you have this light and joy. But there's also, they can also sense that there's like something you hide from them. Like there's a darkness there, and I can see it. And sort of like, I don't know what it is, because I can't guess it. But let's see what. Yeah, because it's none of my business. Thank you. It's like, nope, none of my business. Let's see, why does the collective, this three's person find them so attractive? Why did it find them so attractive? Oh, you got a lot of things here. Okay. There's yeah, see, this is the hidden. There's like a part of you that's the sadness, and then like you cover up the sadness, I think. But there's like a darkness. You also have the sun, the light, but there's also something else there. Interesting. You have the T, you have an M that's kind of broken. That might be something M broken. Law, you might balance, like it might be law in terms of like maybe work for the law. But there's also, to me, since like they see that there's some sort of fairness in you. There we have the V, T, and then there's T. There's U, T. There's another T. 3 T's. We have Q. We have B. And we have H. Maybe you think Scorpio might be something too for you. Scorpio might be a sign. The hidden aspect. I feel like you're secretive. That's okay. Music, sound. This is important. They like the way you sing, the way your voice sounds. Love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever. So past loved ones, maybe you connect to them. You remind them of loved ones. The pumpkin. I keep like, it's sort of like they see like somehow you remind them of a fairy tale. Somehow that's what I'm seeing. Like you remind them of like a princess of some kind, like a fairy tale of some kind. But there's something there that's off. They're also very attracted to you. Yeah, the devil card. A lot of attraction. Moth. There's a moth there, attracted to the flame. Love. Again, there's like the heart here. We have the heart with the arrow. So maybe you've been hurt in the past. Or maybe they're afraid that you're going to hurt them. Sanrio, I feel like it was backwards, and that kind of makes sense. Okay, 7607 might be something for you. Sanrio or Rio might be something for you. There's like this child, like this, the joy here, and I feel like sometimes you don't play enough with it. But what I'm really, for me, is this. This is what kind of what they see. I think they want to see all of you. I feel like some of you, they feel like you might have a mask on, that they're trying to like, you do fascinate them a lot, and they want to take off like one of the masks, because I feel like I said, I feel like you put up some sort of like a barrier for protection. You have some secrets that you protect very deeply. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not, I guess not for everybody. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but oof, this is interesting. And then again, the love here, the heart. You have a lot of heart. Maybe you have a lot of love to give, but you are cautious with it. Not sure. This is an interesting one, because their energies, like they really want to know more. They find you very attractive, very intriguing, but it feels like you push them away and you restrain your own feelings, and they don't know why. Well, I hope you like this reading. I don't know if you did. It's like, because there's a lot of like, I feel like there's a lot of question marks here, but I don't want to like, because if you have a wall up, I won't, like, I'm not, like, that's your privacy. I won't interfere with that. But this person finds you very attractive, like I said, very, very attractive, fascinating, intriguing. And there's so many different things, but they feel like you have, like, there's some barrier you put up for everybody. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for being here. I feel honored that I was able to read your cards. Thank you. And if you did like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up, and do please consider subscribing. And if you haven't done so, go to the community tab. There's like a lot of awesome things there. Well, one of which is where you can actually enter for the monthly giveaway, so go check it out. It should be a giveaway like post, and just go ahead, click on it, and write enter on it, and you'll be entered into it. All right, thank you so much for being here. Until I see you in the next one. Bye, my dear friends. All right, so let's find out why they find you so attractive. Why are they attracted to you? And if this is actually a reading that was voted on, and it was one of the highest voted ones. So if you want to be part of choosing the content for this channel, which is awesome, I want to make things that you love, go ahead and go to the community tab and vote there. And while you're there, why don't you go and check out the post that is for the free personal giveaway for subscribers, and go click on that post and write enter in the comments, and you'll be entered for the drawing. Okay, so harvest, gathering of blessings, and soul radiance, Phoenix rising. Okay, there's an earth. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like they do consider eight. Eight is a number for you. Sorry, I just had to call it 5 and 3, 8, 4 and 4, 8. We also have the sense well, I feel like they do find you very attractive. There's a sense of like bashfulness here that they find attractive. Also, maybe for some of you, really good at cooking or creating things. There's a sense of food. Yeah, they consider you in their life as a blessing. It's sort of like you seem here as like this, like kind of cast looking down, and then you have this soul radiance, Phoenix rising. You're able to overcome anything. Like you come, like wherever things happen, you rise from the ashes over and over and over again. They admire that a lot. There's a sense of grounding here too. This feels like you have you're well grounded in some way. The food does keep calling me, so maybe you're a bit of a foodie and they like that. They do have this like light here, which is sort of the moon in the background. It's very spiritual here for me. So it's a sense of like, this is your earthly being and this is your spiritual being, and sort of like they see both of you, and they see beauty in both of them. Yeah, this is a person who loves you a lot. Not only like are they not only attracted to your physicality, they love your heart, but also your soul. Like that's what I feel like is here. Wow. It also seems like you might be practical a little bit. We have 5 of Wands, Judgment, yeah, it's the same thing. Knight of Wands, Emperor, and the Hermit. Okay. It's interesting what they have. You have three major arcanas. Then the Five of Wands. I almost feel like there's a lot of, maybe you struggle with a lot of things for yourself, but you keep going. Like you keep climbing and you keep climbing and you keep climbing. Sort of like that. Again, it makes sense with this Judgment card. It's sort of like you just keep going. You fight. You don't quit. Again, there's the sense of Phoenix rising, awakening. There's like they really connect to your soul, to your spirit. There's a sense you fight your way through things, not in a bad way. You just keep climbing. You keep trying. That's the thing that they really see, that like you keep trying. You may fall down. I feel like you do fall down often, in one way or another, but you keep rising. You keep going back up. There's a sense of like, creativity, passion. Like there's a sense here of like drumming, music. There's this vitality that they love. You are so vital. You're so full, but at the same time almost untamable. Like there's a sense here of like you need to be free. There's a sense of freedom here that they just admire so much. And here's the thing though, they also see like, even though there's this sense of like, there's also this sense of being quiet. There's an introspection to you. Sort of you go into yourself. You're okay by being by yourself. You're okay looking out into the ether. I want to say into the darkness. You're okay with that as well. You're both like, there's a sense of vitality, but there's also a sense of quietness that they really like. Your soul just radiates. It's just, I feel it. Your energy, like there's this light, but then there's a sense of looking down. It's sort of like not self-doubt so much as it is quietness, needing to ground some of that energy too. And again, like I said, I feel like you make a lot of mistakes. You fall down, my friend, you fall down, but you get right back up, and there's such, this is like, the energy feels so vibrant. It's touching, like how much they love you. It's like, wow, it makes me cry a little bit. And here we have the Emperor. You're also able to, like there's this, I sense like a grounding. You also like are able to think things through. There's a logic here to you. There's passion. There's this but there's also a sense of realizing of like how you have to. How would you say it? It's sort of playing chess. Like you're trying to understand. You're trying to plan things out in a sense, but there's a sense of freedom. I also think that it's both like you plan things, but at the same time you don't. It's sort of like you get pulled in those directions, but I also feel like this energy of the Emperor is this person's energy. They're like, I'm your Emperor. I'm your, even if you're not together with this person, they feel like they're it for you because there is so much love here. And for some of you, I feel like and not for everybody, but like they pushed you away, and you like broke down those things, and you still keep climbing. And their heart. Okay, let's see why they find you so attractive. Guide, yeah. Transformation, yeah. So again, you're able to transform, like again, the Phoenix rising. But this transformation, it's sort of like you're very unique, like you stand out, and I almost feel like there's an etherealness to you. There's a sense of guiding here, and again, like the guiding here is the Hermit. They feel like you're a guiding soul to them somehow. You're light. guides them as well. I almost feel like you guiding them to you. Yeah. Like they know that you're guiding them to you somehow. When they still have their ways to go, I feel like that's something else. You like the light for others. Very beautiful. Oh, they really admire you. And you also help them transform too. I sort of feel like you inspire them in so many ways. This is you longing for them. I understand now. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about you right now. Wondering about you. Like I said, there's like so many emotions. There's so many, like, I can't even, like, it's like a, not even a roller coaster. It's just, there's a melancholy to it. There's a sadness there. It's just like, but there's so much love at the same time, but there's melancholy. And it's just like, oh, yeah, I do they love you? Wicked. I mean, why do they find you so attractive? But it's their self there. I'm like, wicked witch. Sustenance, preparation, shelter. Again, there's a sense they associate you with food, kitchen, sustenance, preparation, shelter. And then look, worried and stuff. There's a wicked witch, greed, cruelty, abuse of power. I actually feel like you actually overcome this. You try to stop, prevent the greed, like the cruelty, the abuse of power. You try to like prevent it. And it comes through here in terms of like, you battle monsters. And sort of like, so, I mean, like, I feel like that strength here is sort of like, you battle monsters. I don't know how it is. I don't know what that means, but you do battle monsters. And it's sort of like, maybe some people misunderstand who you are. It could be true here. There's a sense of like, they think that you're not, like, they misunderstand you with this 5 of Wands. I don't think that they see you as that at all. We have discipline. We have desire. And then we have generosity. This is what I think. They feel that you are very generous. You also love animals. Right there. There's a sense of giving. Again, the harvest. You're a giver of some kind. Sustenance, food. Take care of others. There's a sense of desire coming through here. And so the discipline, I feel like it's theirs. And that there's also desire. Like they want you. There's like great desire. You're very attractive to them. But it's sort of like you're attracted to them. They're attractive to them, not just physically, but they love the whole package. And then the discipline. I feel like there's a sense they have to be disciplined, not to try to like deal with the desire. But I also feel like you have a lot of discipline with your own desires. You contain a lot of yourself. You contain a lot of this. I feel like if it were up to you, you would be completely, I almost feel like a sense of freeness and wildness, but then you're like, you bring it in, you discipline yourself. And you find this balance between desire and discipline, or at least you try to. Let's see what other things, why they find you so attractive. Cancer, nurturing, supportive, healing, compassionate, unconditionally loving, and moody. Yeah, I could see this. This is how they see you, nurturing. Yeah, like generosity. There's a sense of supportive. You're healing for them. You're compassionate. Yes, you're unconditionally loving. They feel that as well. Self, identity, consciousness, ego, or focus, appearance. So maybe I do think they really do find you to be very attractive, very beautiful. I also feel like even though the ego can be there, you're also not so focused on it. I don't know, like, you don't notice your own beauty is what I'm saying here. It's sort of like what I'm, like they're saying, like, you don't notice, like, your attractiveness. Sort of like you're, like, guileless, I think. It's sort of like, so, let's see, why do they find? believe in your good luck, so you might bring them good luck. There's something. There's a sense of leave the past behind. Maybe you're able to let go of the past. And makes sense because, again, it's sort of that rising, you attend to the details here. You're detailed, disciplined, but the leave the past behind, it's that phoenix rising energy that they really like. You just leave behind, you sort of just take off. Let's see what. You balance spirituality and practicality, and that's actually perfect. And there's Pisces, makes a lot of sense because that is the practicality of it. But there's a lot of spirituality for you. You and your loved ones are safe, so you keep your loved ones safe. And maybe for some of your water signs seem to be something very strong. Let's see, what else? And your energy is gaining momentum. So your energy, I like, there is a lot of energy for you. I feel like there is, like, you have this energy. I think others feel it. Which just, like, again, the soul radiance, you just radiate. Beautiful energy. Let's see what other stuff is coming through. King of Wands. Oh, baby, turns me on when you take control. There's a sense of being turned, like, yeah, a lot of, like, desire, like carnal desire. Lots of, they desire you sexually as well, but yeah. Temperance, patience and understanding keeps us in harmony. And so you have the sense of patience and understanding. I think you do have a lot of understanding. That's what they have. That's Four of Wands. My love, you're my happily ever after. And that's actually a message that they have for you, because whether you're not together or not, there's a sense this connection is there. And they feel you. It's like, oh, if I could, it's sort of like, it's because there's this sadness tinge to it. There's like a sadness there, but there's so much love. And yeah, look at this. I've got you, babe, and I know you got me too. And so there's a sense of balance coming through here. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they do. And sort of like, oh, look at that. The King of Cups. You're my king, ruler of my heart. I feel like they feel like they're there, and you also rule. It sort of feels like you both rule each other's hearts. Let's see what charms have for us. We have A. The bubble tea. Okay, there's a sense of cuteness to you. They find you very cute. There's I do say that. There's like this almost kid-like quality, but there's this cuteness to you. You're like you make people smile. V. H. W. Again. Okay. Toe beans. Oh, look at that. You also have like the little, yeah, you release people's feelings. Like you have like a way of helping people heal with their emotions. Look at this. It's like there's this light to you. They bloom. There's like, they love, like again, harvest, bloom. There's a sense of you giving life in many ways. Toe Beans Appreciation Club. They consider you friends. They like to feel like animals. There's also a sense of a wish fulfillment. Make some things come true. Handmade with love. Make things so you have you are able to make things. You possibly a foodie. You make this person believe that they can do something. And they keep seeing themselves as your significant other, very much so. Even if they're not together with you, that's the position they see you. They feel like you're some sort of like an awakening to them, like a calling to them on the trumpet. Sort of like that's what I'm seeing here. Oh. They also love your uniqueness here. I love leaves because leaves, we can think leaves are the same, but they're not. Every leaf is unique, and so they love your uniqueness. They really do. I like this. And that's the thing, and that's what I'm seeing here. It's sort of like, why do they find you attractive? Yeah, find you attractive, like, physically, but there's a sense of soul level here, too, and there's this love. The love, those words, to make them smile. I just was like, oh, yeah. You appreciate them. Wow, this is what they want. Am I happily ever after? Even if we're not together. Oh. Again, it's sort of like, it's a bittersweet feeling because it's like there's love there and there's like attraction and there's all that, but there's a sadness there too. And sort of like, nope. Oh. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. And also if you go check out the community tab, you can vote for the readings that you want me to create. You can also enter into the personal reading giveaway for subscribers. It's fun, and it's just check out the community tab whenever you get a chance. Thank you so much. I really feel honored I was able to read your cards. Such beautiful cards. It's like beautiful. Like I'm like, it's so sweet. And I hope things turn out well. Anyways, I'm sending you a giant hug, and until I see you in the next one, bye bye, my dear.